Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 31 of Vlogmas. It is the final video of the year of Vlogmas. I always look forward to this video because we made it to the finish line, we made it to the end. But for today's video, I think I did something similar last year where I kind of just did like an end of the year chat and just kind of talked about life and everything else going on. And so even though I have done Vlogmas for the past couple years on my channel, I think this will be my last year. I don't want to officially say that because maybe next year I will want to be posting and do this again. But I mean, I have a couple of reasons as to why I don't think I want to do it next year. Number one, it is a lot of work. And I mean, I know that sounds dumb. Like, wow, you have to film videos and post them. Like, that's so hard. I know from that perspective. But if you do make content and do stuff like that, you can probably understand where I'm coming from. It just is a lot to be doing every single day. I started trying to come up with ideas like months ago. I want to say in September, I started writing down things because I know every year, like a couple of videos are given. Like I'm going to do decorating some house from Target. I might do like gift ideas. I might share what I got for Christmas, product empties, shopping vlogs, stuff like that. So there are already ideas I know that are easy to do, I've done in the past, and I can do again. But then, you know, the other 25 days, I'm like, girl, I have no idea what I want to do. Going further into looking at my analytics and my statistics of how my videos are doing. Now, I know at the end of the day, it comes down to the content that I'm putting out, and I love doing this. I love having this as a job. What I have realized is that there have been months where posting a couple times a month, sometimes I'm making more than posting for 31 days straight, which sounds a little weird, but more than anything, it just depends on how your video is doing. So I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything. I'm so grateful for people that take the time to watch my videos, engage with them, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. I love anybody that supports me. I appreciate it more than you know. That is kind of how I'm feeling about Vlogmas. I don't know. I guess I will wait and see how I'm feeling next year. If I have more ideas and things planned, then maybe I would do it again. But that's enough about that. Looking back on 2024, this year has definitely been one that was a little hectic and probably like one of my worst years that I've had. It started off really good. Like thinking about the beginning of this year, it felt like a different lifetime because me and my boyfriend, we were traveling. The month of February, we had gone to St. Thomas and Vegas. I had never been to Vegas, so that was like super exciting. I've never been on the West Coast. May was when things were starting to get a little weird. It all started, I posted plenty of videos talking, and I don't want my whole video to be about my medical problems, but I feel like they definitely did play a big part of half the year, basically. May 31st, it was for about a whole week before the 31st. I had been having like really weird stomach pains. I would sometimes get like this weird stomach pain too. I still don't know what any of this stomach pain was related to. Kind of like this dull, aching. I was kind of playing it off as being like PMS symptoms because sometimes I would get like crampy and stuff like that before my period started. I would never want to go to a doctor unless I'm practically dying. It was really bothering me though, just because it was affecting every day how I was. I go to the emergency room. They start doing testing and stuff. I had to go in for the first CAT scan. They did like an EKG. Because also too, I think I was having pain underneath my boob. So they thought maybe it was like something heart related. Okay, I'm like rambling on too long for this about the stories. Found something that they were more concerned about, which were ovarian cysts. So I went in for more testing that night, another CAT scan. I went in for a probing session, basically a ultrasound, but they don't do it on the outside of your belly. Oh no, bitch. They go inside. So that was May into June. They didn't know what these cysts were, and they did eventually send them in for testing after I did go in for surgery to get it removed along with an ovary. Thankfully, they did not come back with anything cancerous. There were some abnormal things, but there was nothing cancerous that they did find. So that basically was like my whole summer. I was still trying to be living as normal as I could. And thankfully I scheduled my surgery for like the end of August. Since August, I have just been recovering from that surgery, and it's been a couple months now. I'm still not myself, and obviously that makes me sad because I want to be able to do the things that I was doing. Like I hate that I can't bend over correctly and pick things up. I know this is just temporary, or I hope it is, and I hope I will be back to myself one day. I have been very open about this topic just because I've never heard a woman before talk about this. That was pretty much what took up the last 6 months, was just doctor visits, surgery, recovering from surgery. So that was like the downside of this year. But some of my favorite memories, I was so happy when it was announced that Moana 2 was coming out because I just love her. I love Pua. And I know some people weren't crazy about it. They preferred the first one. I'm biased, okay? Pua is my little son. That's my little baby. He's been on my channel before. I went in a helicopter for the first time. Probably wouldn't do that again because that was a little weird. I know this is how helicopters fly, but like, I never looked into it before. And this guy, the freaking joystick is like between his legs. And I feel like I'm watching him play like a freaking video game because he's like, I'm like, what the? I tried In-N-Out for the first time. I was not impressed with it. Another downfall of my year was obviously getting banned on TikTok. And I did make a video talking about that, which really sucked because I had my TikTok for so long. Like, I made my account back in 2019, so I had it for 5 years. It wasn't like I had a million followers. It just made me very sad because I felt like the time and effort I had put into my original TikTok. So many memories too. Like, as much as I like to film through the app, I was so disappointed because I still to this day never was able to get my data. I think the main focus for 2025 though is that I want to get back to myself. I'm still going to the gym. I mean, I started going to the gym 2 weeks post-op, which I even hate telling people still, like, to this day that I go to the gym because I feel like immediately you're thinking I'm going to the gym, I'm lifting. Listen, I might be lifting. No, I'm just kidding. But these are just muscles that I've always had, guys. Don't worry. 2 weeks post-op going to the gym. First of all, I'm like waddling in the gym because I am so stiff and bloated and my stomach is still glued shut at this point. I started going 4 days a week for 30 minutes. And all I would do, and what I still honestly do, is just walk on the treadmill. Now, over time, since that 2 weeks post-op, I just started going faster on the treadmill. I would start doing more of an incline just because for the first couple weeks of going, I wanted physical activity. I needed to be doing something because I was so tired from the surgery. I had no energy and I was getting like really freaked out because my legs were starting to feel really weird. Like, I was Googling, how can you tell if you have blood clots in your legs? Like, that's how bad it was because my legs, like, they just were feeling weird. I just wasn't getting enough movement because I was in so much pain. So that was the only reason I started going to the gym, and I'm happy that I did. I'm happy I didn't go any sooner, and I didn't want to overdo it. When I said I was going to the gym, that's what I was doing. But this year definitely has been filled with a lot of emotions, but that is it. I will see you guys here next year in 2025. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you will stay. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.